My name is Daniel Pozo, and this presentation will be discussing responsibilities of citizens during time of disaster and what they should do before, during, and after a disaster. The first step is to find out what type of disasters your community is prone to, whether it's tornadoes, floods, fires, or hurricanes, and properly starting to plan for the events that you'll most likely face. This can be accomplished by contacting your local emergency office and is extremely beneficial when deciding where to build a house. Citizens should also purchase insurance for their homes and belongings in order to protect themselves from financial loss. They can also relocate valuables or appliances to safer areas in their homes that could protect them from disasters such as a flood. Citizens should be familiar with their local warning systems and what certain alerts mean and sound like. In the event of a disaster, citizens should know what to do according to the specific alarm they hear. If citizens evacuate, they should be prepared to go with all essential resources stocked up at their homes. If citizens don't evacuate, they should still have resources like water, food, and medical supplies because it would be almost impossible to secure these items after a disaster hits. Families should also have a plan on where to meet in the event of being split up during a disaster. They should practice this route to ensure everyone is on the same page. They should also be aware of their workspace and local school plans during a disaster. Citizens should also know how to use certain equipment like a fire extinguisher and how to shut off water and gas systems in their household in the event of a disaster. During a disaster, citizens should remain calm and not panic or spread rumors. Widespread panic could result in community members making uneducated decisions as well as act in a manner that they normally wouldn't act in. Citizens should work with local, state, and federal level government in order to keep relief efforts as organized and efficient as possible. They should also be familiar with their surrounding neighbors and any special needs that they might need during a disaster so they can either help personally or notify emergency teams. Most importantly, citizens should do whatever they can to remain sheltered and protected until it is safe to do anything else. Citizens should check on the well-being of their community members and help obtain any needed resources for them. They should also actively search for ways to volunteer, whether it's search and rescue, handing out supplies, or providing shelter. Citizens should also be aware of local road closures and damages to infrastructure in order to successfully implement their emergency plans and work to their full potential. They should also use common sense and be responsible instead of acting in a deviant way, such as looting or committing other crimes that they normally wouldn't do. Citizens should also stay informed with any new information provided by higher levels of government and relay those messages to other community members. All in all, citizens should have a plan in place that is practiced ahead of time before a disaster even strikes. They should also look out for one another in the event of a disaster, making sure that their community members and themselves are safe. They should also stock up on resources because trying to get resources during a disaster or after a disaster will be hectic and nearly impossible. They should also work hand in hand with governmental relief efforts in order to make everything run smoothly and operate efficiently. Citizens should remain calm and not change behavior or spread rumors because that would just lead to widespread panic and cause even greater delays for receiving help.